Out of nowhere, the world of celebrity romance lit up on June 12th as Dua Lipa and actor Callum Turner officially confirmed their engagement, stunning fans and setting social media ablaze with speculation, celebration, and endless heart emojis. The announcement, first revealed by Insider and swiftly echoed across Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, marked a major milestone in a love story that had been brewing quietly beneath the headlines. While both stars had been linked romantically for months, many assumed their whirlwind connection was just another brief Hollywood spark. Instead, the couple chose to shatter assumptions by taking a bold, permanent step forward. Dua Lipa, known globally for her powerhouse voice, chart-topping anthems, and fashion icon status, has long guarded her personal life with precision and poise. Her previous relationships often played out in the gossip columns, but this new chapter with Callum Turner, a rising British actor with credits in blockbuster films and award-winning series, seems different. Friends close to the couple describe their bond as unusually grounded for the industry, shaped by shared values, mutual respect, and a commitment to keeping things sacred and slow. The engagement announcement itself was refreshingly understated. A single post showing Dua's hand resting on Callum's with a vintage-inspired ring gleaming in the sunset. No dramatic caption, no red carpet staging, just intimacy, honesty, and a quiet kind of joy that captivated millions. For fans who have followed Dua's career from the very beginning, this engagement feels like more than a personal update. It's a moment of evolution. From a breakup pop star to an empowered woman building her life on her own terms, Dua's journey continues to inspire. And as Callum steps into the global spotlight with her, many are now asking, is this the celebrity couple that finally gets it right? Is this the love story that won't just headline tabloids, but redefine what romance looks like under the brightest lights in the world? In fact, what makes this engagement even more compelling is how radically it defies the typical celebrity script. There were no staged paparazzi photos, no coordinated leaks to tabloids, no interviews teasing something special coming soon. Instead, it was a quiet declaration that spoke louder than any press release, a shared choice to prioritize connection over performance. The timing also surprised many industry insiders, as both Dua and Callum are currently riding high in their careers. Dua is preparing for another global tour and working on her next album, while Callum is earning critical acclaim for his latest film roles. Yet, amidst the chaos of fame and career demands, they've found something rare: stillness in each other. That stillness, fans speculate, might be the very thing keeping them grounded. What they've built may not just be another romantic headline, it might be a blueprint for how to love in the public eye without losing yourself. For younger fans, especially Gen Z audiences who often idolize and scrutinize celebrity relationships, this announcement offers something refreshing. A romance that feels real, intentional, and deeply mutual. There's no sense of spectacle here, only the quiet power of two people choosing each other with grace, maturity, and purpose. But behind the glowing photos and heartfelt congratulations, some observers have noted the subtle tensions that come with being a high-profile couple in the relentless gaze of fame. While the announcement was met with overwhelming positivity, a wave of online chatter quickly followed, with some critics questioning whether the engagement was too soon, too convenient, or even a carefully timed publicity move. The speculation, though expected in today's hyper-connected culture, adds an undercurrent of pressure to a moment that should have remained purely personal. For Dua Lipa, this is not unfamiliar territory. Her past relationships have often been picked apart by tabloids and online voices looking for drama where there is none. And for Callum Turner, who has only recently begun to experience the intensity of global fame, this level of scrutiny is new terrain, one that could challenge even the most secure foundation. Close friends have reportedly advised the couple to establish clear boundaries, especially around social media and press appearances, to preserve what they've built outside the noise. In private, both have been described as deeply committed to one another, yet equally aware of the emotional toll that public perception can take. There are rumors that a few of Dua's inner circle expressed initial hesitation, not because of Callum himself, but because of the speed at which things progressed. But sources close to the couple insist that what they found isn't impulsive. It's intuitive. They understand each other's world. They navigate the spotlight not as individuals, but as a team. Still, as their engagement becomes a global conversation, that team is now being tested. From fans demanding wedding details to gossip blogs digging into Callum's past, the pressure to maintain a flawless narrative has never been greater. And in this pressure lies the first true challenge of their union, holding on to the intimacy of their relationship while the world watches, questions, and speculates. Eventually, the growing noise reached a peak, and Dua Lipa, true to form, responded not with a tweet, not with a press conference, but with an action that silenced everything. A spontaneous performance at a private charity gala, where she appeared wearing the now iconic engagement ring. As she stepped onto the stage, she briefly acknowledged Callum, seated proudly in the front row, with a glance that said more than words ever could. The moment, captured only by a few discreet guests, instantly went viral and reframed the narrative, not as a media stunt, but as a celebration of personal joy unfiltered by spin. Meanwhile, Callum Turner, known for his quiet charm and refusal to chase attention, made a rare appearance on a UK morning show to promote his latest project. When asked, inevitably, about the engagement, he smiled and simply said, "She's my best friend. I couldn't imagine life without her." That quote, simple and stripped of Hollywood varnish, struck a chord with millions. For a few days, headlines shifted from doubt to adoration. It was as if the public had been reminded that love, when authentic, can still shine through the static. But the real turning point came when both stars took a joint stand against tabloid intrusion. In a coordinated post, they issued a statement asking for space, explaining that while they were grateful for the support, they were choosing to keep their future private. The public reaction? Surprisingly respectful. Fan accounts began shifting their tone, promoting messages of love over gossip. Dua's fandom rallied behind the couple's boundary-setting move, dubbing it a masterclass in modern romance. This marked a rare moment in celebrity culture where a couple's decision to retreat actually amplified their credibility. Their bond, once questioned, now seemed unshakable. The climax of their story wasn't a scandal. It was their shared refusal to let fame write their narrative for them. And in doing so, they earned not just applause, but respect. Now, as the initial excitement gives way to a quieter rhythm, Dua Lipa and Callum Turner find themselves at the center of something increasingly rare. A celebrity engagement that hasn't collapsed under public pressure, but instead deepened through it. With the frenzy fading and their relationship standing stronger than ever, the couple has chosen to move forward with intentionality, prioritizing privacy while embracing the quiet celebration of those closest to them. Sources reveal that a small, intimate engagement party was held in London, attended only by close friends and family. No press, no photographers, no red carpets. For Dua, this slower, more grounded pace contrasts beautifully with her otherwise fast-moving career, providing balance and a kind of spiritual anchor in the whirlwind of pop superstardom. For Callum, the relationship has become a steadying force, one that lets him explore vulnerability without sacrificing ambition. The two are now reportedly splitting their time between London and Los Angeles, weaving their schedules to allow for real moments. Dinners without phones, creative retreats away from the spotlight, and even talks of collaborating on a project that blends their artistic worlds. But more than anything, their journey is becoming a symbol of growth, for themselves and for their fans. Younger audiences, often fed a constant diet of toxic relationships and performative love online, are watching a different story unfold. One that values emotional safety over spectacle and honesty over hype. And while no one can predict what comes next, the foundation has been laid with rare strength. Dua Lipa and Callum Turner may have started their love story in the blur of flashing cameras, but they're choosing to build it in the quiet spaces in between. And in a world that often confuses love with content, their story stands as a gentle but powerful reminder. Real connection doesn't need to perform, it only needs to be protected. And perhaps, that's why their engagement resonates so deeply. Not because it's flashy, but because it's human. The public isn't witnessing a couple who's chasing attention. They're watching two people redefining modern love on their own terms. Friends say they've begun sketching out ideas for a wedding, but not the kind of spectacle the world might expect. Think private vineyards over five-star venues, handwritten vows over designer decor. They're reportedly considering locations that reflect their love of nature, artistry, and history. Places like Tuscany, Big Sur, or even a remote island in Greece where Callum's grandparents once lived. These choices are more than aesthetic. They're symbolic of how deeply both value tradition, intimacy, and storytelling. Insiders close to Dua say she's never looked more centered, more radiant, more at ease with who she is and what she wants. Not just in her music, but in her life. And for Callum, who once admitted in an interview that he feared the loss of self in Hollywood, the engagement has reportedly brought a sense of grounding he didn't think possible. Their union in this sense has become more than a romance. It's become a restoration, a quiet revolution in how public love can be lived privately, meaningfully, and without apology.